The Sioux Falls VA ramps up efforts to get more COVID-19 shots into the arms of local veterans. We'll preview today's walkthrough vaccination clinic that's lowering the age requirement even further. Plus, an online encore for community theater after the curtain went down on live performances during the pandemic. Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Valentine's Day. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. The Sioux Falls VA is making a big push this weekend to get more veterans vaccinated against the coronavirus. On Saturday, the VA hosted a walk-through clinic for eligible veterans aged 65 and older to get their shots. The clinic resumes today, and the VA is dropping the age requirement even lower to veterans 50 years and older.
We're trying to do about 1,000 this weekend, so whatever we have left over tomorrow, we have available for veterans, and we're going to give those vaccines as long as we have them.
Now, the walkthrough vaccination clinic takes place today from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Sioux Falls VA. Again, it's open for veterans 50 years and older today only. On Monday, the VA will go back to vaccinating veterans 65 years and older. The St. Francis House is once again welcoming volunteers to help people who are homeless begin a new path in life. The Sioux Falls Transitional Home had been off limits to volunteers to keep everyone safe during the pandemic. On Saturday, Augustana University students made up one of the first groups of volunteers to return to the St. Francis House.
They are putting together the fun things that we do for our guests on holidays, so St. Patrick's Day and tomorrow, Valentine's Day. And so if we didn't have this, this would take staff time because we are still committed to make sure that our guests have these fun treats on the holidays.
You really see the impact firsthand here. You have other service projects where you don't really get to see the firsthand impact, and you come in here and see all the people and just all the staff, and you really see how warm and thankful they all are. So it's just a really, really fun experience, and it's really good for all of us to just kind of bond and get to know each other better too. So.
The 12 Augustana students also helped serve lunch to the St. Francis House guests. Well, love is in the air on this Valentine's Day, but so is the coldest air of the winter so far. And fire prevention becomes a priority as families huddle up in their homes to keep warm this weekend. House fires happen most often during the winter, so Sioux Falls Fire Rescue is reminding everyone to take precautions in order to stay safe during this long cold spell.
Because people are using alternative heat sources, space heaters and stuff like that, so we want to keep combustible materials away from those so they don't light them up. Also, don't use extension cords on them. Just go with the manufactured recommendation on the cords and such.
Other ways to stay safe this cold winter: make sure to turn off your space heaters whenever you leave the room or go to bed at night. Also, never use your kitchen oven to heat your home, and make sure outside vents are clear of snow and ice so carbon monoxide doesn't build up inside your home. Well, let's find out just how cold it's going to be getting this Valentine's Day with meteorologist Adam Root in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry. The short answer to that question is very cold. It is going to be one of, if not the coldest Valentine's Days on record in many locations. Sioux Falls will likely break that record. We'll talk about that in a moment. This morning, 17 degrees below zero as we take a look at a very, very frozen Falls Park. We have a north wind at 10 miles per hour that's putting that wind chill toward the 40-degree below zero mark. These are air temperatures that you see this morning, anywhere between 10 to 25 degrees below zero across the board. And where we have a breeze in place, in general, we have wind chills 30 to 45 degrees below zero. Now, we're talking about frostbite that can occur in as little as 10 to 15 minutes with these kinds of values. So please, if you must be outside on this Valentine's Day, bundle up, be careful, and keep that outdoor time to an absolute minimum. Otherwise, stay inside and stay warm. A wind chill advisory is in effect from Gregory County to Clay County, right along the Nebraska border through 6 p.m. this evening, but that gets replaced with what everybody else has, and that's a wind chill warning through midday Monday, with those dangerously cold wind chill values likely to stick around through the start of next week. We'll talk about that, plus when we warm up a little bit in my 7-day forecast.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, the Sioux Falls Stampede has passed the halfway mark of the most unusual season in franchise history. COVID-19 has impacted everything from the schedule to ticket sales to player and coach availability on game day. Now, the Stampede is herding together and playing through a pandemic in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. Well, you can get the full theater experience right from your living room thanks to a production in Aberdeen. Triple Bypass is a trio of short plays. You can find a link to it by heading to the Aberdeen Community Theater's website. Once you're there, you'll also be able to donate to the organization. Contributions made through tomorrow will be matched up to $100,000. The Community Theater has been closed since March because of the pandemic.
For me, it's just been a joy to be back in the community and back with the family that is ACT and getting on stage and doing what I've always loved to do.
Triple Bypass is for adults. You can get a link to donate and watch the production on this story at KELOLAND.com. South Dakota's largest gun show wraps up today at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. The Dakota Territory Gun Collectors Association Sioux Falls Trophy Show features hundreds of tables and firearms and accessories for the sport shooting enthusiasts. Today's hours are from 9 to 3. Admission is $5. South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance is hosting a chocolate festival. Visitors can check out chocolate treats and other Valentine's gifts from now until 2 o'clock. The Military Heritage Alliance building is located at 1600 West Russell Street. Flick and Float at the Midco Aquatic Center in Sioux Falls features the movie The Princess and the Frog. Showtime is at 2 o'clock. Inner tubes will be provided. The cost is an active swim pass or a daily admission. Valentine movies playing at the State Theater in downtown Sioux Falls include Sleepless in Seattle and Moonstruck, both rated PG, and Notting Hill, rated PG-13. New movie releases playing at a theater near you include Land and Minari, both rated PG-13, and Judas and the Black Messiah, rated R. Adam?
Oh, there's our wind chill warning again, in effect through midday Monday across the board, as wind chill values may drop as low as 40 to 45 degrees below zero, which, as I said earlier, can cause frostbite to occur in as little as 10 to 15 minutes on exposed skin. So this is some pretty dangerous stuff, folks. You will want to stay inside as much as possible. Then we also have a wind chill watch in effect, not for everybody, but it's for southeastern KELOLAND as we go through midday Tuesday. We'll have to continue to watch as this cold air mass is very slow to depart, especially East River. But once we get to the middle of the week and even the later part of this upcoming work and school week, there is improvement on the way. Until then, bundle up, folks. We do have some cloud cover in place, not a lot, so we will get in on a little bit of sunshine today, but anything that we do see is going to do basically nothing to warm things up a little bit. There is one saving grace, though, to this rather dry and frigid air mass. It's going to keep things very stable from an active weather standpoint. We're not going to have much in the way of snow, if at all, to worry about beyond a couple of flurries now and again, as any system remains sequestered to our south and east. So while, yes, that's good, we don't have to worry about any snowstorms, we have to deal with some dangerous cold for the next several days. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it comes around later this week as these frigid temperatures finally recede and allow near and, dare I say, above average temperatures to come back as we head toward next weekend and even into the start of that next week. We can see temperatures in the 30s and, yes, even into the 40s as we go into the start of that next work and school week. Highs across the region are going to be, to say the least, cold. 6 degrees below zero in Sioux Falls. That would set a record for the coldest Valentine's Day on record. The previous low water mark, -1 in 1936. I think we'll beat that by a pretty healthy margin. Sub-zero high temperatures. East River with near zero highs. West River, and that's about as good as it's going to get. Overnight lows tonight, 15 to 25 degrees below zero, and that's not including the wind chill. And we don't get a whole lot better as we head into Monday either, especially East River with highs near and below zero once again. To the west, we do at least get above zero. There's the relief in the 7-day forecast. 20s and, yes, you're seeing correctly, 30s by next weekend. It's going to feel like a bona fide heat wave compared to what we've had to deal with for a better part of the last week and a half. Stay safe and stay warm on this Valentine's Day, folks. For more on local news, weather, and sports, you can always head over to KELOLAND.com.